What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is the rankings for the ladies in the Never Ever Mets. All right. Oh, it was a crazy week. Okay. But without further ado, let's just go in. I might do both the ladies and the men in just one video. We'll see how it works out. I'm going to go from bottom to top, as I always do. And yes, the rankings have changed as of this week. At number 7, or at number 6, is still Kiki. Okay, just because we didn't see much of her this week or this, that, and the third, don't mean she ain't still got problems. I give Kiki some props this week because she was starting to give some of the ladies some pretty good advice, right? She started to give some of the ladies some pretty good advice. And it's funny. Some people have better advice for, other people than they do themselves. It's just how nature works out. But she still got problems. She's still a bit big. She still got issues with alcohol. She still got depression issues with her mother passing away. She still got intimacy issues. Okay, she ain't touching and feeling on her man. She still got issues with helping her man out, and when he's doing chores or when he's cooking, she still got all those issues. It just wasn't at the forefront this week. She took a break this week, but she is still at the bottom of the list. And it's not a knock necessarily on her, but I hope she gets help for all of that stuff. I think she should get some kind of GLP-1 or whatever those things are, like the Ozempics or whatever. I think she should get that because it will help curb her appetite and it will help curb her alcohol intake all at the same time. So I think she needs to get on that. I think she has some very addictive type of habits. I don't think she likes to do anything. I don't want to say healthy. She don't like to do, she just like to, you could tell she's depressed just by how she treating herself, right? You could tell she's depressed by eating so much, by drinking so much, by probably sleeping so much, by not showing affection. You could tell she's depressed. So she still has a lot of work to do. Just because she wasn't, in the forefront this week don't mean she's not at the bottom. She's still at the bottom. I'm sure she's a nice enough chick. Don't get me wrong. Everybody is nice people, but she just got work to do. Let's just put it that way. So I got Kiki at number 6. At number 5 is Brittany. All right, Brittany. I don't like when men use women. I don't like when women use men. Okay, she is using Ty. She is trying to train this guy. She was taught by the best. Okay. Yeah, she was taught by the best on how to manipulate. She's a master manipulator. Who was she taught by? Hey, she was taught by the best. I'll put it that way. But she seems to be a master manipulator. Ty can't do anything right because she wants the world, and if she don't get the world, she gonna cop a fit, pitch her attitude, and until she gets what she wants. But she'll flirt with other guys though. She'll flirt with other guys. I think she's feeling Cinco a little bit. She was, caught flirting with him a little bit. Maybe she is attracted to other guys on the show and she's not so attracted to Ty, so she's pulling back a little bit. Who knows? That could be it too. She seemed to just make it hard for Ty. And that's just that manipulation that I don't like, I don't get with. And I think she's going to end up using intimacy as some kind of a carrot or a weapon, and train this dude and test to see how hard up he is to get in the boom boom room. I think at this point it's only Chris and Ty who haven't been in the boom boom room. Ty had sense of mind to take his girl to his house. You know, you would think that it would go down, right? You'd think it would go down. He said, look, I'm gonna cook for you, cook lobster or crab legs for you, you know, and she'll take all of this generosity, she'll soak it all up, and then she won't do nothing for him. I don't like conniving people. Okay? And trust me, I'm going to talk about the men too, but this is for the women. Brittany is being very conniving right now in how she's treating Ty. Ty don't deserve this. Ty don't see it. He don't see the problem. But he probably don't know he's being played. Well, Brittany is the type, this is why they say nice guys finish last, because the nice guys are often too nice to the point where women will walk all over them. Okay? OF exists. You know why? Because women walking all over men on that platform. Okay? Instagram. Women walking on, you know, if they know that you're attracted to them, they got you, and they're going to absorb, just grab as much as they possibly can out of a man until they use them up. That's why there's a song, keep on using me until you use me up. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bill Weathers. But that's Ty mentality, but it's not right. And Brittany is taking advantage of him. I said I ain't mad at him looking after his woman, but I'm going to be watching very close as to how she is going to treat him, because she never took accountability for her stuff. She never had to. She never will. Okay. And she don't feel she has to. She feel like she got a sucker on a carrot, chasing a carrot on a hamster wheel. That's what she feel like. Your job is to do my bidding for me. So if I want to be wined and dined and pampered or have my bills paid for it, that's your job. That's what you do. And if you do all of that well, I might break you off a little bit of teasing, relations. Let's just put it that way. I might break you off a little bit, but other than that, you're like, it's funny because I swear, even though AI is on the way, I think a lot of women view men as just robots to do their bidding. Most women want to be in a relationship with a man so he can do their bidding. Once robots get here and can do everything a man can do, the two there's not going to be much need for the two humans to connect anymore. That's being real. You think the population decrease is bad now? Wait till AI get here, and you can do all that other stuff too. It is going to be a drop. But Brittany she's not she hasn't shown me much of anything as far as a wife is concerned. She just shows me all liability. And she got a child too. So he has to deal with the child too. So dealing with the mama who wants to be pampered while she pamper her baby is going to always and forever be her priority. And she wants to be your priority. She wants somebody to cover her while she cover her child, and nobody covers the man. Okay, so I'm a little passionate about this. I just don't like the way that she is moving. I think that Kiki might have some psychological issues, but I think Brittany is more on manipulation and connivingness and just, it's a turnoff. So I got Brittany at number 5. At number 4 is Tatiana. All right. Tatiana dropped this week. And the reason why is because she has what looks to be anger issues to me. She go from 0 to 100 and she do it real quick. Okay. And she don't care who's involved. You can understand why she's feeling the way she feels. And you can maybe even say she's justified in feeling the way that she feels. But when she starts to turn petty, because she said, I want to be petty. I want to be petty. I want to be, get my lick back, whatever. I want him to feel what I feel. That's not wife material. That's not wife material. A relationship with her is not very sustainable. Because if she can't handle her man getting a hug from his friend, there's going to be worse things that come in a marriage or a relationship. You know what I mean? There are going to be bigger problems than this. And if she can't even handle this maturely, she's not going to be able to handle none of that other stuff. Now, she surprised me. I ain't going to hold you. She surprised me how she handled the whole child thing. I ain't even worried about the child. It was going to be something. I put it this way. If it wasn't his friend, it would have been the child. And what I mean by that is she would have blew up. If he would have told her that, okay, say the friend never showed up, right? Say one of his homeboys showed up and just gave him dap, right? And his friend told him to tell her about the kids or the daughter he has. He would have told her and she would have blew up. She takes me as a woman who is waiting for something wrong to go down so she can blow up and act childish. There are people like that. There are people like that. They thrive in drama and toxicity. That's their natural state. That's what they know. So Tatiana is taking me as that type of chick. And I found very interesting is that when her mother came to visit her, she didn't dial it down at all. She didn't dial down nothing. Her mother is there. No, so if she's going to do that in front of her mother, good luck, bro. You ain't got no chance. You know what I mean? You ain't got no chance. She's unruly. And probably her mother probably spoiled her. So she act all tough and bad in front of her mother. What you think she gonna do with you? She gonna act greasy. She gonna act petty. She's gonna get her lick back. She gonna want you to feel what she feels. I'm not saying she's not a good woman. She is a good woman, and it's all good when when there's no problems. But that's easy. Anybody can get along when there's no problems. How do you handle it when you have problems? And Tatiana shows that she is not very good at that. And there is nobody that can correct or check her. Not her man, not her mama, nobody. There's nobody you could call. So she got some maturing to do. I'm sure there's somebody, but she got some maturing to do. And Clay is not without fault. Okay, let's just be clear. But I ain't talking about the men. I'm trying to stay off. But Clay is not without fault. And he deserves some of the smoke. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, conflict resolution is everything, especially when you're talking about wife material. Because ladies, when a man get married, he don't want to get no divorce. It is a, he just don't want to get divorced. It's not really beneficial for a man to get divorced, especially if kids is involved, and then alimony and child support, and you still got to pay for everybody else's lifestyle just because you ain't interested no more. But no man wants to get divorced. And if a man see a woman acting a certain type of way, he's going to know, if I did marry her, it would end. It would. If she can't handle this, if she can't handle me hugging my friend who I've known for since I was 7, she ain't gonna be able to handle nothing. Now, again, I'm not saying that she's not justified in how she feels. There was a lot of greasiness on Clay's side, but be mature about it. Be a woman about it. She told Kiki she wants to get her lick back. She wants to be petty. That's not a wife. Okay. So unfortunately, as much as I like Tatiana, I think she's attractive, she fell in the rankings. So I got Tatiana at number 4. All right. At number 3 is this may shock you. Alexis. Oh my goodness. Alexis is coming up the rankings. And the reason Alexis is coming up the rankings is because she's listening. She is actually listening to not only her man, but she's listening to her man friend. She is taking all the information in. She is not getting worked up. She is not getting all excited. She is not being vindictive. She is not trying to sun him and call rank because she's older than him by about 12 years or something like that. Wait a minute, let me see how old they are. Yeah, she's 47, he's 35. Yeah, 12 years. So she listening to her man. She listening to her man friend. She ain't perfect, but she trying to make the necessary corrections. I respect that. That's closer to wife to me. That's close to wife to me. Conflict resolution seems to be better than what I thought. I thought Alexis was going to be a problem. I ain't going to hold you. I thought she was going to be a problem. But her maturity, a lot of the younger ladies can learn from Alexis on how her maturity is actually helping her get with Chris. And let me tell you something. Chris, man, when you get her in the boom boom room, you give her everything she earned. Okay? Because she earning this. She earning this boom boom room. Okay? She is earning it. You put it on her. Okay? Sideways, backwards, whatever. Put it on her. But I like how she's listening. I like how she's not trying to stay out of trouble a little bit. She have a little slip up here and there, but Chris correct her and she corrects. I like how she's not in everybody's business. I like how she's handling things. I just, you know, she showed some signs that she was a little unruly, but I don't know if she's doing it for the cameras or not. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe she just like Chris that much to where she wants to, make it work. I'll be interested to see how she acts after the boom boom room, right? Is she gonna have that male mentality and be like, okay, I'm good? And then she gonna go back to attitude, you know what I mean? I'll be interested to see that part. But I'm very impressed with Alexis. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm very impressed with her, how she's moving, how she's listening to her man, how she is moving, because she is moving like a wife. You can't really deny it. You cannot deny it. She ain't all the way up there yet, but she's on the right track. She's on the right track. If she keeps this up, and if it's genuine, she could be a good wife to somebody, for real. So I got Lexus at number 3. At number 2 is Charlie. Yeah, I know she lied, y'all. I know she lied about the kids, but she seems very pleasant to be around. She don't seem like she's having no issues, no static. She is a little messy too, okay? Jared didn't really check her on that, but she is being a little messy. She telling secrets, and we all know that Clay got a baby and all this other stuff. She knew, or she did tell, but she's still very pleasant. She, put it on her man, the biggest thing you will have to worry about with her is her lying. That's it. Oh, and those kids, because she got 4 of them. She might walk out here with 5. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's her biggest issue, is her kids and her lying. Other than that, I think she'll be pretty good as far as a wife is concerned, domestics and all of that, catering to her man, doing the stuff that's needed, being the helpmeet that a wife is supposed to be to her husband. I think she will do all of that. I think she will be a great mother. It's just, as a guy, you'd be like, do I really want to deal with the Brady Bunch? And we all seen the preview, right? So Jared is going to let this secret out next episode. I can't wait to see that. He's gonna let Charlie know the business. Like, okay, yeah, this was fun. We was on TV, we smashed, we had a good time, but yeah, I'm not gonna do the whole relationship thing with you. It's too much. You got 4 kids. I got 2. That's too many. So what were you gonna do? String me along? Yeah, that was the plan. That is crazy to me. But that's Jared for you. Believe me, I'm gonna get to the men, but right now, Charlie, a lot of it is not. I want to say a lot of it is not her fault, but some of it is. It's just the lies. Now, if you want to put Alexis, I think Alexis got kids too, but I don't think she talked about her kids because her kids probably grown, so they're a non-factor. So Chris don't have to worry about that. But Charlie got young kids, and that's a bit different. That's like, I think she just dropped one too. Just one of them is still breastfeed, like. So I think she's a good woman. I think she will make a decent wife, but she probably make a better wife to one of them baby daddies. You know what I mean? She probably should work things out with one of them instead of with Jared. But I think her intentions are good, and I haven't seen them really get into anything. I'd be interested to see the conflict resolution once Jared dropped this on her, because that's going to tell me a lot about her personality, and she may drop next week in the rankings because of it, because of how she handles it. But we'll have to wait and see. But right now, I'm holding serve, and I'm going to just say that she is number 2 as far as wife material. Let me just say this, man. Don't hold me to none of this. And the reason I say that is because we ain't got a whole lot of good options. Okay, let's just be real. We don't have a whole lot of good options. I'm making the best out of this. Okay, this is lemonade. You gave me lemons. I'm trying to make lemonade out of this joint. But a lot of these ladies got problems. I ain't gonna hold you. For real. Deep emotional problems, psychological problems, lying problems, drinking problems. You know what I mean? Anger management problems, immaturity problems, manipulation problems. Okay, so don't listen. Okay, this is the list I got, bruh. What you want me to do? Okay, I'm trying to make lemonade here. Work with me. So, yeah, Charlie is at number 2, and that should tell you a bunch about the list, right? It just is what it is. And yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all know who is number 1. Now, she had a little bit of an episode, right? She had a little bit of a, resolution she wasn't held accountable to. And yes, that is Jay. She wasn't held accountable either. And she didn't want to hold herself accountable, but she don't get into the pettiness too much. She might speak here and there. I heard her say something about Clay, like he got a lot to learn and he need to do this and he need to do that, and he is so immature. It's funny, women they don't hold themselves accountable, and they don't hold other women accountable. The man is always the problem. Now, was Clay the problem? For the most part, yeah. But he wasn't the only one that was I wouldn't even say he was immature about it. Tatiana was the one that was immature about it. But he was lying. So that is immature, especially when you're talking about holding back a kid. But the friend thing, anyway, let me stay on Jay, okay? I think her and Cinco is getting along really well. I think Cinco is lucky to have her because she seemed easy to get along with. You know what I mean? She down for the intimacy. I don't know what her 304 fax is, okay? Do I have to explain what that is, y'all? Y'all know what that is, right? It's probably up there. I think she got 4 kids too. But there is a lot of good. I seen her cooking and cleaning right there with Cinco. I seen her not getting in other people's business too much. I seen her not giving Cinco many problems. I see her, she's attractive. So yeah, she's gonna be number 1. You know what I mean? It ain't a whole lot of competition. It's just not. It's not a whole lot of competition. Like, this is the list, right? But Jay seems to be a good woman. I didn't really dig her conflict resolution either. Like I said, she didn't take accountability, but she didn't harp on things either. And they pretty much squashed it, and they were able to keep it going. You know what I mean? That's what you need in a marriage. If you're getting married, that's what you need in a marriage. Someone who you talk it out, you come to some kind of understanding, and then yeah, it's under the bridge now. You know what I mean? We're not gonna sit up here and harp on things. We gotta look forward. We gotta keep our eye on the prize. So I'm gonna need my woman to be, keep her eyes on the prize too. You know what I mean? And I think you could do that with Jay more than any other woman on the show. So, I know she has 4 kids too, but she didn't hide her kids. I don't know if she has 4 kids. I ain't gonna, don't put that on me. I don't know if that's true. I know she got kids. I don't know how many, but she just seems like a chick that you could have a marriage with, and you could rock out with, and it'll be all good. So anyway, I got Jay at number 1. Let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comments. I really would like to know. Am I off on something? Would you rank somebody higher? Put that in the comments. I know this was a crazy week. Alexis went up, Brittany went down, Tatiana went down. You know what I mean? And the other ladies went up just by default. Charlie went up by default. Alexis went up by default. It's just how it is. But put it in the comments how y'all would rank these ladies. I really would like to know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the man rankings. Peace.